AI isn't just changing the job market, it's rewriting the rules before most of us even get a chance to play. I'm Chris the Tech Ninja, and today we're going to talk about how juniors are struggling to get a job in this current job market and how AI is shifting the industry as a whole and what you can do to stay ahead. So first of all, I want to welcome everybody. This is my new type of recording style. I guess it's like a presentation style workflow. I've been working around with OBS and figuring out how to do a lot of the tricks. So yeah, this is what I'm doing here. Let's get into it. So for starters, we're going to talk about how AI is automating a lot of tasks that were meant to be a training ground for juniors. So, companies are hiring fewer juniors because they already have seniors and mid-level, and AI is being used to fill in the gaps of the junior dev. Not only are juniors struggling to find jobs, but now the barrier for entry is higher. So a lot of the bootcamp grads, a lot of the college students, and even the self-taught people as well are being hit hard by this AI apocalypse. Before it was you learn to code, you make a portfolio, maybe do some GitHub stuff, and now you can get a job. But of course, those days are gone now. A lot of companies today are asking for even AI fluency. Like I've seen job ads for AI coders. I've seen job ads for vibe coders. That's what they're calling them. And, I'm on the job market too, so I know what's out there. And a lot of these companies are asking for up to or bare minimum of 3 years experience, usually more. I've seen as many as 7, 10, 13 years experience. But yeah, this is the norm now for 3 years experience. That's like the bare minimum. Yeah, if you're coming out of college, or if you're self-taught, or if you're a bootcamp grad, a lot of times you're not going to have these 3 years experience. And it's basically boxing a lot of us out of the market. It's frankly not fair. And a lot of us, we followed our parents' advice, go to school, get the degree, and that hasn't quite panned out for us. We're still in the fight, we're still struggling, and a lot of us are leaving tech, and some of us are just begrudgingly trying to tough the market out. This brings me to my next question. Who becomes a senior in 5 years? Let's say the junior dev positions are all eliminated. What happens to the jobs when all the seniors retire? They're going to have a bunch of open senior positions and no one to fill them because no one has experience. So really, I don't believe that it's AI the way that a lot of these companies are telling you to blame it on. I actually think they're trying to save money and cut back. A lot of them are hiring workers for overseas in the Philippines, India, Southeast Asia. They're willing to do the same work for a third of the price, and they don't have to pay nearly as much as far as benefits and that sort of thing. That's what I really think it is, but you never know with these companies. I'm purely being a speculator. What I can say is that they are shooting themselves in the foot by not hiring juniors, because a lot of these seniors are close to retirement age. It's just gonna cause a lot of companies to get hit hard with a skill apocalypse, which then the job market will be booming again in tech. So what should you do if you're trying to get a job in tech, whether you're a junior or you're like me, more of a mid-senior level? What should you do? So yeah, I would say just build projects. Of Of course, you want to make sure that they're not to-do apps. You want to make sure that they are solving real world problems. So whether it solves a personal problem or solve a problem for a friend or a local business, build something that other people are going to want to use. Next thing I would say, learn how to use AI tools. I know Copilot, ChatGPT are huge right now. Anthropic's Claude has been pretty popular. And then there's Google has the video AI and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, so just shop around, see what's good and see what you like. Learn how to use agentic AI. That's what I would say. That's what I'm currently learning myself. I'm learning how to use agentic AI. And that's always going to be a popular field. Yeah, you definitely want to learn how to get good with it, but you don't want to use it as a crutch. One thing I find in my development workflow is that a lot of times AI actually slows me down more than it actually helps me, depending on what I'm using it for. If I'm using it just to vibe code, yeah, a lot of times it ends up slowing me down because there's a lot of bugs and stuff that it doesn't know how to work around unless you tell it. I would say contribute to open source, freelance, do collaboration projects. That's a big one. I've done some myself and it looks great on a resume. It shows you can work with others and it shows that you're not just letting your coding skills go to waste. I would also focus on communication, problem solving skills that AI can't replace. So learn your soft skills, learn how to do marketing, learn how to do SEO, data science, like certain niche tools. There are certain niche tools, especially with cybersecurity. There's a lot of things that AI just doesn't know how to do. So yeah, you want to definitely learn how to do all those things. So remember, just because AI is here doesn't mean that you're out of the game as a junior or a new grad. I'd also like to encourage you, like if you have a portfolio, put it in the comments section. I could take a look at it and see what you may be missing. Yeah, so yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts. There's no wrong opinions. Maybe next time I'll break down how to use AI tools so you can use it in your workflow.